Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that shows you full games with all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So guys, I've got a defensive tip based on a money play that's just been posted by one of the more popular YouTubers out there, a strategy YouTuber, Eric Rayweather. He's got some of the best content and he's one of the guys that really understands the meta. He actually posted an offensive play out of the gun tray Y flex. Very popular play. A lot of people have been using it for many years now. It's Dagger out of this formation. He's got a fairly simple, straightforward setup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this play works, but I'm also going to show you where you can lock this play up with a defensive play call pretty much in every single playbook that's out there. I'll show you 3 different setups and how to shut this down. So it's going to be the Dagger out of the gun tray, Y flex. Obviously, you guys ran into gun tray while you're playing online because it is a very popular formation. All right, so basically the play is run stock, but the only difference is that you're going to go ahead and take your running back, and ideally you want to have a running back that you can have special hot routes. You want to put them on a table route. You can put them on an out, but for the sake of this breakdown, we're going to go ahead and do what's recommended by doing the table route. And what this does is it provides kind of a pseudo mesh concept where you can attack the running back in the flat, force the defender to actually come down and play that. You've got a crosser on the backside with this particular play, where you've got the crosser on the opposite side, so it forces your opponent to actually defend different types of flats. And it's also got this deep crosser that you can get huge opportunities if the opponent goes ahead and plays hard flats. And you've also got this dig route that you can hit too as a chaser. So it's a very difficult play to stop because it's forcing your opponent to defend both flat sides. You've got the deep crosser, which obviously is very OP, and then you got basically follow-up. And occasionally the slot receiver, Samuel, actually can get over the top for a big play touchdown. So this is a type of play that you're probably going to run into someone spamming. So I'm going to provide you with basically 3 different types of defenses from all the defensive playbooks out there to shut this down. It's a little bit easier than you would expect. So let's go ahead and jump into the most meta defense, and then we'll break down a 43 defense and break down a 34 defense too. All right, so the most popular defense getting used online right now is the nickel 3-3-5 wide. So let's go ahead and show you how to stop this particular play. And the defensive play that we're going to use is going to be the cover 4 show 2. So you can use this in conjunction with the Mike Blitz 3 and the man blitz, but this is a good defense to go and shut this particular money play down. So got the play set up. Now I do the following adjustments. I'm going to press my guys down. I'm going to do underneath coverage or hard flats. I'm not going to make any adjustments with my flat coverages at all, or actually with my zone drops. I'm just going to leave them stock. My next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my outside right linebacker, or defensive back, whatever you put there. I'm going to put him into a 3-rec hook. And I'm going to use this guy so you can shoot your run gaps. So you still use your middle linebacker as your run gap guy. And the last adjustment I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my right of screen safety and actually put him in a hook zone. And essentially what this is going to do is it's going to put people in the area. Now, here's a key adjustment I also noticed too, and this is going to get better matching principles. I want to go ahead and man up my defender on this outside tight end position. I find that if I man them up, my zones will play more pure. If I don't man them up, they won't play correctly. So let's just go and snap the ball. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these routes right here. I want to show you how this actually gets locked up, and it's going to have defenders in all the passing lanes with this particular play. So really, your first read, you want to be looking towards the flat mesh concept. So I want to try to user that away. This 3-rec hook bluff blitz is actually going to take away that read, and once he throws it, if he tries to throw it after that, he's going to fall into a hard flat. Now my play position is I want to try to take away the underneath route, and then I'm going to come up and try to take away this crossing route. And what's going to happen is because of these defenders, this defender is actually going to fall down into his zone. He's going to be in a crossing zone area, and this defender is actually going to be in his passing lane too. So he's going to take care of that. You have basically the dig route, which is going to be a last option opportunity for your opponent, and he'll probably try to pop that. But now you're going to have this guy falling back into a zone, which is going to be a passing lane, and also you could be looking for that too. But you could see you're going to have these backup right here. So this is going to give you a little bit more flexibility with your user, where you can actually come and bite up on that, come over to the crosser, take away that. And here's another thing too. you've got this hard flat out here, this is going to take away that table route right away. You're going to have a defender in there to go and pick that ball off or deflect it or tackle. So this pretty much locks up this particular play, and it gives you flexibility to go ahead and use any kind of tendencies that your opponent likes to throw balls into, maybe covered wide receivers. Now, typically what I see is, most players are going to go ahead and try to use the meta with basically blitzing their guy, but you can't do that in this particular defense, and I'll show you the reason why. Is that it messes up basically the zone drops. The guys just don't play really correctly. So I find if you actually man up against this guy, against the tight end, you're going to get a little bit better coverage with that. And I also like to drop this guy down into a hook curl, just because it essentially goes ahead and takes one of those shots. So in other words, if you're chasing another defender, if you're chasing the crosser deep, you're going to have another hook flat that's going to be in that area to take that away. Your responsibility is to basically take away this tight end. So if he runs a streak, you're going to chase that tight end up the middle, and let your opponent try to go and pick you apart. But here's your defense, and you still actually have. You're still going to have your run defense put in place, so you don't have to worry about anybody hitting with a zone run. Conversely, if he jumps into levels, this is pretty much going to lock all those level concepts too, because it's going to basically put everybody in the area. So he's going to have a hard time. He can't jump into a lot of those plays. He's going to have to probably check out of this. So this is the 3-3-5 wide version of it, but you can pretty much find this in the 34 defense or the cover 4 or at a 43 defense. So let's go ahead and show that to you too. Now, so with a 43, all you're really going to be looking for is just the basic cover 4 quarters. We're going to press our guys. We're going to take our outside right defensive end. We're going to put him in a flap zone. We're going to hard flatter defenders, and we're going to go ahead and user this we're going to user this guy right here. You're going to use this linebacker off to the right side. We've got a hook curl right here with this guy right here. And as you can see, it's pretty much going to lock up pretty much all of these routes for you and put defenders in the area. So once again, basically same type of route concept. And this is going to put people in the passing lane. So it's going to essentially lock up his reads. And the thing with this particular play is that it's all about fast reads, trying to attack the flats. If you get rid of the flats and he loses his reads on that, then he's going to look to the crossing routes. And then you can user those away, but you're also going to have defenders in the area, so it's going to basically lock it up. So you've also got cover 4 quarters at a 34 odd, very common play. And this is even easier. You're just going to press your guys, do underneath coverage. Set up the coverage. And make sure you make your progressions and reads, and it's going to essentially lock everything up. So once again, this flat zone is going to be taken out because you've got a hard flat out there to go and take that. So if he throws it, you could potentially pick that off and go pick 6. Backside, if this is actually going to be really jumbled up, that crossing route is going to be basically blanketed. And all you really got, you've got this guy falling back in a passing lane, and all you're going to do is chase this. And even if he does beat you to the corner, you got a defensive back that's going to be in position to take that. And if he takes a shot up top, you've got another defensive back that's going to be over the top of the coverage. So cover 4 quarters with this setup, very simple, hard flats, basically with using your right of screen defender that'll help you take away that, and just having a nice 3-rec hook just covering the middle of the area. That's going to actually drop back in the zone. So if you like these type of tips, guys, if you like these defensive strategies, make sure you go ahead, smash that subscribe button and also that notification icon. And also let me know what type of a defense do you use to try to lock up a lot of these meta offenses that get shared online. What strategy do you use to try to lock this play up? I'd love to go and see that. If you like these type of tips, go ahead and hit the like button, and I'll be rolling out more offensive and defensive tips to take your game to the next level. So thank you once again for your support. Until next time.